What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Fearless here, and today we're going to talk about warping samples. So if you ripped a sample off YouTube and you're just trying to get it to play in time, you're in the right place. But anyways, let's jump right into this. Alright guys, so loaded in Ableton, I have a sample right here that I ripped off YouTube that I'm going to use this sample in one of my beats. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to that sample back. You could either open it up in one of your media players, or you could go back to YouTube where you found it and listen to it, and we're going to try to match the BPM so that we can get as close to the initial as possible. So what you're going to do is you're going to listen back to the sample, and then you're going to tap in the BPM. Alright, so we're looking at about 80 BPMs. Alright, so once you have that BPM found, you can double click this right here and make sure this says 80 BPMs on it. For me personally, I always like to put this into Complex Pro and turn the envelopes down so that it sounds perfect. So what we're going to do now is we're going to find a section that we want to get right, and then we're gonna get rid of everything else so that we don't have so much in the editor. Okay, so what you can do is you can see that all these little transients here are highlighted. This is where it thinks the transients are already at. So if you want to make one available and make it active, you would double click on it. And then when you double click on it, you can move that part of the transient somewhere. So what I'm seeing is that this one looks like it's a little bit off. So we're gonna highlight this by double clicking it, and then we're gonna just drag it back to this line right here. And we're basically just going to follow along this and make sure that they're close on the grid. So this one right here looks like it could be a little closer onto this grid, so we'll pull it back a little bit. Keep going here. Alright, this one looks like it's off a little bit, so let's push it back here. Maybe we'll take this one and we'll pull it back to the middle part. And we're just going along these transients here and making sure they're on the grid. Okay, and once you've gotten everything back onto the grid, you're pretty much good to go here, man. Alright, so once you have everything lined up now, everything should be on the grid, right? So you can get rid of any excess fat here. And basically what you can do just as a check to make sure everything is going good is you can put the loop that you have into this loop marker here, turn on this so it'll loop automatically, and listen to the end part of it and make sure it loops smoothly back into the beginning. Alright, and if it doesn't sound abrupt and weird, then you're good to go. You have a good loop to use. Okay guys, and once you're happy with your result here, you can go ahead and consolidate the clip. And now you can set the tempo to whatever you'd like it to be. So let's say we want it to be a little faster. Or you can slow it down even. And if you want it to sound great, remember to put that back into Complex Pro and turn the envelopes back down, and you'll be good to go. Alright guys, so this wraps up the tutorial on warping your samples in Ableton. Now this is going to be part one of a series where we're going to look at exactly how we can make boom bap beats starting from the very bottom. So the next thing you can look forward to is learning about chopping and slicing up samples to get a whole new thing from it. So basically taking a sample like this, cutting it into sections, and making it your own. So anyways guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell because we're dropping new tutorials every single day, bruh. But besides that, I'll be catching you again in the next one. Peace out.